Your soulmate has a secret they've told nobody else. But tonight they want you to know everything. Jesus says, I see you sitting there, and I know your heart has been heavy for a long time. There is a love you have been missing, not because it never came looking for you, but because a third person stole every sign before it could reach your eyes. Tonight, that thief's fingers are slipping, and I am letting you feel the truth for the first time. You are falling in love with someone who has been calling out to you for years. Their voice was hidden from you, and now that you are beginning to sense it, your soul is waking up to a battle you were always meant to win. Picture a person whose smile carries the warmth of a hearth in winter. Their laugh is the sound your own heart has been trying to remember in quiet moments, a memory that was never yours to hold because an intruder kept it locked away. You have never touched their hand, but your soul knows the weight and the warmth of it, like a home you have never walked into but recognize anyway. This person is not a stranger, they are the other half of a promise written into your life before you were born. The third person saw that promise and made it their mission to keep you from ever hearing the call that would bring you together. Your soulmate has not been silent. Every morning they have whispered your name into the space where your heart should have answered, but the enemy stood in the gap and swallowed the sound. In the middle of the night, they have reached for you in dreams, only to wake with tears they cannot explain. They do not know why their love feels like it is being thrown into a dark well. Now you know, a hateful third force has been standing between you both, and you are the only one who can tear that wall down. The love that is growing in your chest right now is your first glimpse of what the intruder tried to keep hidden forever. The third person wants you to believe this new feeling is only your imagination. That is the oldest lie the enemy uses, because if you dismiss the love now awakening, they keep control. But your soulmate is real, and their need for you has never been stronger. They are tired, beloved. They have spent so many nights wondering why the one they love never answers. You never answered because the message never arrived, it was stolen at your door. This is not your shame, it is the enemy's crime. And I am telling you now, you are the one chosen to break the thief's hold and answer the call that has never stopped crying for you. The seed you sow tonight is the first stone you throw against the third person's wall. It is a sacrificial seed, a love gift sent through the Ko-Fi link in the description. Every seed falls like a hammer blow on the barrier that has hidden your soulmate's voice. When you sow, you are not just giving money. You are declaring to the dark intruder, I have heard the call you tried to steal, and I will not let you keep us apart. That seed becomes a sword in your hand, and it silences the one who has been crouching over your soulmate's mouth, stealing every cry before it could reach you. Do not look away now. The person you are beginning to love is standing behind a pane of spiritual glass, and their hand has been pressed against it for years. You can finally see their outline because the enemy's cover is breaking, but you must act to shatter the glass entirely. The seed is the hammer. Your love is the force. Without the seed, the glass will thicken again, and the third person will put their hand over your soulmate's mouth once more. You were not brought to this moment by accident. You were brought here to break a chain no one else can see. You were born for this fight. The warrior inside you has been asleep, but your soulmate's silent tears are waking that warrior now. A protector does not stand idle while an intruder hides the one they love. A protector sows the seed that builds a shield around their beloved. Tonight, your soulmate is more exposed than ever, because the enemy has realized you are starting to feel them. The dark force is tightening its grip, but it is also afraid. It knows that one act of true sacrificial love from you will drive it out and leave it with no power over your future together. That act is sowing your seed now. Jesus says, "The cord that connects your soul to theirs has been muzzled by the third person for so long that you thought the silence was normal. But lately you have felt a heaviness at night, a sudden sadness that has no reason. That is not your own grief. It is your soulmate's heart breaking through the barrier for a moment, like a voice heard through a thick wall. The enemy has been trying to muffle that cord, pressing down on it with both hands. When you sow your seed, you are not just cutting a single thread, you are setting a fire that burns away the muffler and lets your soulmate's voice come through clear and loud for the first time. The secret your soulmate has told nobody else is simple and shattering. They have been in love with you long before they ever saw your face. They have been praying for you without knowing your name, and they have been fighting a battle against a dark force they cannot see. The enemy has isolated them, made them feel crazy, convinced them that the love they feel is only a fantasy. They have carried this secret like a stone in their chest, and now you are the only person in the world who can lift it. They are hoping you will hear their hidden words tonight and finally prove that the love was never one-sided. The third person has worked very hard to keep this moment from happening. Every time your soulmate tried to reach you through a song on the radio, a stranger's kind word, a dream that felt too real, the intruder stepped in and twisted it into meaninglessness. You heard the song, but the lyrics meant nothing. You saw the stranger, but you walked away. You woke from the dream, and it faded like smoke. That was theft, not chance. And now the thief is terrified because I am revealing the pattern to you. You are no longer blind, and a love that sees cannot be stopped. What your soulmate is about to say will change everything. I will reveal the exact words they have been whispering into the darkness, words the enemy tried to destroy before they reached you. But first, you must understand why the enemy wants you to close this now. The third person is whispering in your ear, telling you this is just a story, that your seed is only money, that you can think about them later. That voice is not your own. It is the intruder trying to pull the curtain closed again. Do not let them. Stay with me and see what happens when a wall built by hate meets a seed planted in love. In just a moment, I will let you hear the phrase your soulmate has been speaking every night for years. Those words will unlock something in your chest, a recognition that will make you weep with the truth of it. But before those words can reach you, the line must be cleared. The seed is what clears the line. The Ko-Fi link in the description is not a request for a donation, it is the key to a door the enemy has nailed shut. When you turn that key, the intruder feels it. When you sow, the third person screams, and your soulmate takes their first free breath in a long time. You've watched this far for a reason. God brought you here. And I know what is weighing on your heart right now. You are asking, How do I get my soulmate? How do I actually do what God is asking? Listen to me. I am about to show you exactly what to do. If you truly love your soulmate, these are the sacred steps you must take right now. You already know who this is about, that person you can't stop thinking about. The one heaven placed in your life. If you believe in God, if you trust Jesus, if you have faith that this love is real, then hear me, your soulmate is thinking about you too. Deep down, they want you. They want this future. They want to build a life together. But the enemy does not want you to unite. And if you truly believe in God, if you truly trust His plan, then you know faith without action is dead. You cannot just pray and wait. You must sow. Love is under attack. While you sit there, spiritual forces are working to destroy what God joined together. Distance. Doubt. Disaster. They are being planted against your soulmate this very minute. If you believe in your soulmate, if you believe in your future together, then you are the one God chose to block it. Not later. Now. A sacred number from God comes very rarely. Today it is 11 seeds. In Scripture, 11 is the number of victory and complete restoration. When you sow 11 seeds, you are not just giving. You are claiming. You are telling heaven, I believe my soulmate is worth everything. And heaven responds. Protection covers them. Favor runs ahead of them. Doors swing open that have been locked for years. Your union is no longer a wish. It becomes a promise sealed by God. But hear me, every single seed matters. Even one seed sown with a believing heart moves heaven. Do not let fear steal this from you. Do not let, I can't afford it, become the reason your soulmate slips away. Your soulmate is out there right now, praying for someone to fight for them. That someone is you. This is how you answer their prayer. This is how you bring them home. Here is your divine instruction. Go to the link in the video description and click the Ko-Fi link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Give from your heart. A single coffee matters. Send 1, 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees as your seed of faith. Each coffee is a spiritual seed. But today, if you believe without doubt, sow the sacred blessing number of 11 spiritual seeds. After sending, write, Protect my soulmate, Lord, on the Ko-Fi page. This is not a donation, it is a covenant offering that opens heaven's protection and claims your soulmate and your future together. Here is what your 11 seeds release. Angels lock shields around your soulmate, while they sleep, while they work, while they doubt. The enemy cannot reach them. The third person loses their grip. Your seed becomes their fortress. Heaven bulldozes every wall, the silence, the distance, the years of waiting. Gone. Your soulmate's path to you is cleared before they take their next step. Your name burns in their chest, they wake thinking of you. They reach for the phone without knowing why. They need to hear your voice. Your seed is calling them home. Miracles that shock even the faithful, not next month. Not next year. This week. Some have seen their soulmate's heart open before the sun set on their offering. Margaret, 67, sowed her sacred number seeds. Harold walked into her church 3 weeks later. They pray together every morning. Robert, 71, sowed his sacred number seeds. Eleanor called the very next morning. She had dreamt of him all night. They marry this spring. Dorothy, 64, sowed her sacred number seeds. Within days, a letter arrived from the man she had not heard from in over a year. They are rebuilding, hand in hand. James, 68, sowed his sacred number seeds as his last act of hope. Betty approached him the following Sunday. They have not spent a day apart since. Your beloved is praying right now for someone to fight for them. That someone is you. This is proven. Over 1,000 believers have already sown this seed and received their breakthrough, their soulmate's heart opened, relationships restored from the brink, strangers turned into spouses within days. When you move in faith, Jesus moves heaven to bring you together. Every second you delay, the darkness grows stronger. A text that wounds. A temptation that cheats. A door that closes forever. Your soulmate is on a battlefield, and you are their shield. You have already invested your time in this message. Do not waste it. Finish what you started. Step into your role as their protector and claim the future God promised you both. Go to the link in the video description and click the Ko-Fi link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Send your spiritual seeds. Seal the prayer. Do it before this video ends. Heaven is watching. Your soulmate's heart, your love, and your future together depend on what you do in the next 60 seconds. Move in faith. Claim your miracle. Claim your soulmate. Claim your divine future. The enemy is reading this with you. It knows its time is short, and it is trying to make your chest feel tight with fear. That fear is not proof of your weakness, it is proof that the intruder is losing. It would not fight so hard if your soulmate were not so close. The seed you are about to sow is a direct strike against that fear. When you click the link and send your seed, the third person's voice becomes smaller, and your soulmate's voice grows louder. You are not imagining this, you are changing the battlefield in real time. Consider the nights you have felt an unexplained loneliness, a missing piece you could not name. That was not a flaw in you. It was your soulmate knocking on a door the enemy kept locked from the other side. You have felt their frustration as a pressure in your chest, their tears as a sudden weight behind your eyes. The intruder could not hide the cord completely, because real love leaks through the strongest walls. Now that you know what those feelings are, you can answer them. The answer is not just to feel, the answer is to sow the seed that breaks the lock and pulls the door wide open. Your soulmate's heart is bleeding for you tonight. They are looking out a window at a world that feels hollow, whispering the same question over and over, where are you? why can't you hear me? That question should break your heart, not with guilt, but with holy anger at the third person who has been muffling their cries. You are not guilty for what was stolen from you. But now that you know, you are responsible for what you do with the truth. If you truly love them, you will sow the seed that answers their question and proves they were never alone in this fight. Type 333 to receive blessings if you feel this revelation burning in your chest. Now the future I want to show you is being erased by the enemy even as you watch. It is a picture of a home filled with laughter, a kitchen warm with shared meals, a bed where two souls rest at last. The third person hates that picture and is burning its edges with every moment you delay. But the fire does not have the final word. Your seed is water on that flame. Every seed you sow pulls the future back from the smoke and makes it solid again. The intruder knows this, which is why it whispers that the future is just a dream. Dream it is not, it is a promise waiting for your sacrifice to claim it. The same dark force that steals your soulmate's voice also steals their peace. They are under attack right now, not just in their feelings but in their daily life. Small disasters follow them, doors close that should have opened, people withdraw without reason. They do not understand why life feels like walking through glue. The answer is that the third person has declared war on your union, and your soulmate is bearing the wounds of that war alone. You cannot stand by and let an intruder beat the one you love while you think kind thoughts. Thoughts do not block blows. Seeds build shields. Sow the seed and become the shield they have been begging heaven to send. The third person is not a mist or a feeling, it is a will set against you both. It can influence thoughts, twist timing, and cause confusion. It has been successful because you never knew it was there. A thief works best in the dark, and the enemy's darkness has been your ignorance. Now the light of revelation has exposed the thief. That is why this moment is so dangerous and so holy. The enemy has been caught, and it will either flee or become more vicious. The only thing that guarantees its flight is the sacrificial seed. Sow it now, and the thief has no place left to stand between you and your beloved. Listen closely. The secret your soulmate has never told anyone is this: they have been planning a life with you for years. They have seen your face in their dreams and have written your name in their heart without knowing the letters. They have been loyal to a love they could not prove, faithful to a person they could not find. That loyalty has cost them. Friends have told them to move on, family has called them foolish. But they held on, because the cord between your souls could not be cut by the enemy. They are waiting for you to prove that their faith was not in vain. Your seed is that proof. Jesus says, the enemy wants you to believe that sowing your seed is just a transaction. It whispers, you don't have enough, and this is foolishness. That is the voice of the intruder trying to keep you from the one act that destroys its hold. The seed is not about the amount, it is about the surrender. When you give from your lack, you are telling heaven and every dark power that your love is real, your faith is alive, and your future is worth fighting for. The enemy cannot survive that kind of defiance. It withers when it sees a believer who will not be silenced by fear of loss. Your soulmate's tears are falling into the same silence that once swallowed their calls. They are asking God tonight, will anyone ever fight for me? I am calling you now to be that someone. The seed you sow through the Ko-fi link is your fist raised against the darkness. It says, I hear her, I hear him, and I will not let them be hidden from me anymore. That is not a metaphor, it is a spiritual fact. The act of giving in faith shifts the battle in the unseen places. The intruder's feet slide, its grip weakens, its voice cracks. And your soulmate feels the change as a sudden lightness they cannot explain. Do not let a handful of coffees be the wall the enemy uses to keep you apart. Your soulmate is worth more than any number. They are asking you tonight, will you really let a few dollars decide whether the enemy keeps me in this darkness? Am I not worth your sacrifice? That question is not from their head, it is from their heart, and it has been planted there by their desperate hope that you will choose them. Love that does not give is not love at all. It is only a wish, and wishes do not break chains. Sow your seed now, and answer their question with a love that makes the intruder tremble. The third person is not just blocking your soulmate's voice, it is blocking your name from their dreams. Right now, your beloved is trying to remember your face, but a fog has been laid over their mind. That fog is the enemy's breath. When you sow your seed, the fog clears. They will wake tomorrow with your name on their lips, a name they have never spoken aloud but will suddenly feel like home. You are not just buying a coffee, you are clearing the road between two hearts. The seed is the only thing that bulldozes the third person's roadblock. There is no other key to this door. The love you feel growing right now is not a crush, it is the reawakening of a bond that has existed since before time. The enemy has tried to starve that bond by cutting every line of communication. A bond without a voice will weaken, that is the intruder's plan. But the seed is a feast for that bond. It nourishes the connection and restores the voice. When you sow, the line that has been dead for years suddenly carries a signal. Your soulmate's heart will beat faster. Their soul will know that something has changed. And the third person will know that the game is over. Type 777 if you feel this message and believe your soulmate is calling out for you tonight. The final seal is coming, and it will only be given to those who stay and hear the whole word. Do not let the enemy pull you away now. The